Hey, viewers! Today we are going to talk about the movie, The Half of It. Alice Wu wrote, directed, and co-produced The Half of It, an American coming-of-age comedy drama film from 2020. Ellie Chu lives in the isolated village of Squamish with her sorrowful widower father, where she does the most of his station master and signalman tasks. She earns additional money by ghostwriting essays for her classmates' projects. Ellie, the social outcast, has a secret crush on Aster Flores, who is reluctantly dating Trig, a conceited and popular kid from an affluent family. Ellie's next-door neighbor, Paul Munsky, an inarticulate American football player and eventual heir to a family sausage business, asks Ellie to help him ghostwrite a love letter to Aster. Ellie eventually decides to assist her family pay their bills. Under the alias Paul, Ellie initiates a deep relationship with Aster about their mutual interests in art and literature via letters and text messages. Ellie's English teacher pushes her to apply to Grinnell College after recognizing the quality of the essays she ghostwrote for her classmates. But Ellie intends to attend the University of Washington and live in Squamish with her father. Ellie arranges for Paul to go on a date with Aster, but his awkward communication skills impede his encounters. Ellie intended to give up on assisting Paul until he helped defend her from bullies. Ellie begins teaching Paul about art and literature so that he can maintain his false character. Ellie sees from a distance that Paul's second date with Aster begins just as terribly as the first. In a frantic attempt to save the evening, Ellie sends text messages to Aster using the user account that is covertly shared by both Ellie and Paul's phones, while Paul plays along by pretending to type on his own phone. The next day, Paul tells Ellie that he kissed Aster without Aster's true approval or input, and despite promising Aster that their relationship should be platonic, which unnerves Ellie. Paul foils bullies' attempts to ruin Ellie's piano presentation. Later, Paul discovers letters from Ellie pleading with renowned food writers to comment on Paul's original culinary creations and is flooded with appreciation. Aster brings Ellie to a quiet hot spring, where they have an intimate talk. Ellie discusses her personal atheism, and Aster confesses that Trig plans to marry her. After taking Ellie back to her home, Aster comes across Paul and confirms that he believes in God. Ellie observes Paul and Aster kiss from her bedroom window, and it inspires her to apply to Grinnell College. During Paul's football match, Aster cheers for him, but Paul is more excited by Ellie's cheers. Paul then attempts to kiss Ellie, mistaking her love for him, but she declines. They observe an upset Aster watching them. Paul deduces from Ellie's reaction that she adores Aster. Because of his religious upbringing, he warns Ellie that she is sinful and will go to hell. Later, when Paul presents his sausages to Ellie's father, they discuss the definition of love. Paul accepts Ellie's sexuality and decides to love her exactly as she is. Trig proposes to Aster at church, but is interrupted by Ellie and then Paul, who lecture the parishioners about love and authenticity. Aster remembers Ellie's remarks from a previous letter and understands that she had always written the letters and text messages as Paul. She punches Paul and walks away. Before leaving for Grinnell College, Ellie apologizes to Aster for deceiving her. Aster expresses her thoughts for Ellie and her future at Grinnell's art school. Ellie kisses Aster and says she will see her in a couple of years. Paul, now confident in his work prospects, drops Ellie off at the train station and promises to continue visiting her father. According to Villain, a film they had watched together, Paul sprints alongside Ellie's moving train, eliciting both laughter and tears. Thank you.